Chloe, a recently graduated journalist, will uncover a secret that will affect all the people in town. Should this secret be revealed? What are the consequences of this action? Stay with us until the end to find out, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos like this one. Chapter 1: The Meeting. Chloe was nervous as she headed to the cafe where she would meet Paul, the mysterious businessman her former professor had recommended she interview. She wanted to impress him and get a big scoop that could change her career as a journalist. Upon arriving at the cafe, Chloe spotted Paul sitting at a table in the corner, observing her with a cold and distant gaze. She approached him cautiously and began the interview, but he seemed very evasive and closed off, leaving her frustrated. However, Chloe didn't give up easily. She felt there was something more to that man and decided to investigate deeply. She began asking some personal questions, trying to unravel what was behind that mysterious air. To her surprise, Paul began to open up and talk about his personal life. He told her that he had lost his wife in a car accident and had since dedicated himself entirely to business to avoid dealing with his pain. Chloe was shocked by Paul's story and decided she wanted to help him in some way. She proposed to him that he write a report telling his story and how he managed to overcome the pain of loss. Paul hesitated at first, but eventually agreed. As she left the cafe, Chloe felt a strange sensation in the air. She didn't know what it was, but she felt that something was wrong with Paul. She decided to continue investigating his story, even if it meant getting involved in something dangerous. Chloe was determined to uncover the secret Paul was hiding and how he managed to overcome the pain of losing his wife. She didn't know what she would find, but she was willing to take the risk. Chapter 2: The Discovery. Chloe spends days investigating Paul's life, interviewing people who know him, and digging into his history. She discovers that he is not only a successful businessman, but also has a series of shady and illegal dealings in his company. She worries about how to write the article without compromising her journalistic integrity, but cannot simply ignore what she has found. Meanwhile, Chloe continues to meet with Paul in cafes and restaurants, trying to gain his trust and gather more information. In one of these meetings, Paul is more willing to talk than ever before and reveals a shocking secret to Chloe. "I have a daughter," he tells her, his voice filled with sadness. Chloe is surprised by the revelation and asks why he never mentioned it before. Paul tells her that the mother of the child left him when she found out she was pregnant and never contacted him again. He never knew her whereabouts and never managed to find his daughter. Chloe is moved by Paul's story and begins to question whether she should publish the article she had planned. She knows that the truth must be told, but is concerned about the consequences it may have for Paul and his family. The discovery of Paul's secret has made her reconsider her values and journalistic ethics, and she begins to question what the best decision to make is. Chapter 3: The Secret Revealed. Paul, the reserved and successful businessman, revealed to Chloe that he had discovered a secret that could change many people's lives. He said he wanted to expose the truth, but feared the consequences it could bring for him and the people involved. Chloe was shocked by the revelation and decided to help Paul uncover the truth. Together, they began to investigate and unravel a conspiracy involving important figures in the city. As the puzzle pieces started to fit together, Chloe and Paul discovered that there was something even more sinister behind the story. They realized that the conspiracy was just a small part of something much larger, which affected the lives of many people. Determined to expose the truth, they continued to investigate and finally gathered enough evidence to unmask those responsible. But the consequences were not only for those involved in the conspiracy. What Chloe and Paul discovered was so shocking that it affected the lives of many other people who had no idea what was going on. They realized that there was an urgent need to expose the whole truth and fight for the rights of the affected people. So Chloe and Paul made the decision to go public and reveal the truth. They knew it could be dangerous, but they were willing to face the consequences to help the affected people. The impact of the revelation was immense. The news spread quickly throughout the city, and people began to realize that something was wrong behind the scenes. Those involved in the conspiracy were exposed and judged by the law. However, the story was not over yet. Chloe received a call from Paul, who revealed an even more surprising secret that no one expected. What could it be? Chloe could hardly wait to find out. Chapter 4: The Conclusion. With the publication of the article in the local newspaper, the city was shocked by the revelations of the conspiracy involving important figures. The authorities acted quickly and arrested all the people involved, including politicians, businessmen, and members of the police. Chloe and Paul received many praises and thanks for exposing the truth and helping to clean up the city of corruption. However, something was still bothering Chloe. She knew that Paul was keeping one more secret, something that had not yet been revealed. She decided to seek him out to find out what it was. When they finally met, Paul revealed that all the money he had accumulated over the years was not just the result of his hard and ethical work, but rather a series of tax frauds and corruption. Chloe was shocked by the revelation and questioned whether he was not afraid of the consequences of admitting this publicly. Paul replied that he was tired of living with guilt and wanted to clear his conscience. Chloe was torn between the desire to help her friend expose the truth and the fear of the consequences that this could bring to him. After much thought, she decided to write a new article, this time exposing Paul himself as one of the involved in corruption. The publication of the report had an even greater impact than the first. Paul was arrested and his reputation was completely ruined. Chloe felt bad for exposing her friend, but she knew the truth needed to be revealed. In the end, she reflected on how greed and corruption can lead people to do terrible things and how the pursuit of truth can be a difficult but necessary path. Chloe and Paul's story showed how truth can be hidden behind secrets and conspiracies. When Paul revealed the secret he had discovered, he and Chloe had to face many challenges to expose the truth and seek justice. But even in the face of obstacles, they persevered and managed to reveal the truth to the world. This story teaches us that the truth is not always easy to discover and that it often takes courage to face the consequences of revealing it. Nevertheless, it is important to fight for truth and justice, so that we can live in a fair and transparent society. Reflection. In an increasingly complex and information-filled world, it is important that we have the courage to seek the truth and not conform to what is presented superficially. We must be willing to investigate, to question, and to face the consequences of revealing the truth. Moreover, it is essential that we believe in the importance of justice and fight for it, even if it means confronting powerful interests. Only then can we live in a fair society where truth prevails over lies and conspiracies. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and hit the bell for more stories with unexpected endings. See you next time.